So once we have, like, number one was committing to serving the universal impulse of evolution. Once we do that, we feel pulled by this evolutionary tractor beam that really actually reinforces our purest intentions to serve our soul and not to serve our ego, to live this life as this alchemical experience, which is taking the ego lead and making the solar gold, the solar gold out of us. And what does this require? It requires that kind of like we're continuously, like checking for, what do you call them? Like new updates to our operating system. We're continually revising the fragmented software inside of us. We're continually probing for any ways out of enlightenment. I was going to say out of enlightenment, out of alignment with that sacred contract to serve the impulse of evolution. That's what's going to keep us on track. Serving something bigger than ourselves. The alchemy is just going to keep making us something more than we could have ever imagined. So one of the ways that I think about how do we caress this kind of feeling state into being is to see that our life is the most precious gift in existence. Like truly. And I'll share it later after we do a little meditation, like the Buddhist idea of this. So our only job is to responsibly steward our essence through life as if it were truly the most precious pearl in existence. Now, we have to palpably feel that Spirit, God, Creator, the Divine, has intimately and personally delivered this gift to us. Like, that makes it feel like, oh my gosh, this is such a profound thing that has been gifted to me. If we don't feel it as the most precious gift, what do they say? Like when you throw pearls to the swine or something, right? Well, it's the same within our own self. Like, you wouldn't do anything to make this pearl dirty or compromised, right? So that's the only thing you have to do. Okay, God gave me one job. It's to keep polishing this most precious jeweled treasure. Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Mani means this jewel. Actually, I've been reading a book about what Om mani padme hum means. Mani is not just jewel. It actually means the prima materia. It means the philosopher's stone. It is that which allows us to understand the alchemy, the elixir of the individual self that has mastery over all of essence, all consciousness. So let's go ahead and do a little guided process on that now. Moving within, closing the eyes. The secret key to it all, original innocence. The great gateway. The purity of the soul that cannot be blemished, tainted. It's not possible. Feel that. Spirit breathed life into you. Spirit breathed out, and you breathed in the gift of life. O timeless, eternal nature of my soul, I receive the gift of being in time and space. Being finite in a way makes it even more precious. Every moment, every breath in this incarnation. I choose to live life as this alchemy of the great perfection every step. By design. Thank you, Spirit. Feel that pearl, that pearlescent, spherical miracle of your individual drop at the heart. Radiant, translucent, shimmering, white rainbow pearlescence. Just as I serve the universal impulse of evolution, I serve this pearl, the gift from the Creator to me. I polish it with my love, my intention, my choices, and my actions. Nothing else matters more. No job, no idea even of my purpose. Simply this. This is what devotion is. Doesn't matter what you're devoted to. This equalizes all traditions, all religions, all ideas and forms of God. I'm simply devoted to this great gift, polishing it, purifying it, refining it. Original innocence is my doorway.
کوچه باقی است که از خواب خدا سبزتر است
Bless this life. So many of our religious traditions have this focus on transcending the self. But I think us in this circle, we know that we can't truly transcend ourselves until we have fully loved and honored it into wholeness, right? Of course, the secret then we find there's no need to transcend it, for we have become the unique living expression that the divine wishes to continuously perfect through us. That most precious pearl. Now, this is grounded in the knowing that you are the awakened one, inevitably and irreversibly becoming that universal human, the enlightened being that you are. Right? This next key is actually a result of the liberation born out of our last key, which is to transcend our own belief systems and to live at the speed of love, which is the speed of light, or maybe faster than the speed of light. It's the infinite universal energy liberated from its coil. If we're looking at the idea of the Shakti, of the Hindu idea, this universal divine electromagnetic alchemical energy that just is wanting to just pulse through you, right? So the key the key states, I delight in keeping my energetic body, mind, and heart superconductive and optimally functioning. I am a temple for the divine to incarnate into. My unhindered exchange and co-creation with life creates superconductivity, which is a state of zero resistance and infinite potential beyond my own dense will. Literally, in physics, if you look up what is superconductivity, it's the state of zero resistance, which, like, so there's the physics aspect of that, and then there's the mental, spiritual, emotional, psychic aspect of that too, the state of zero resistance. I love it. But there's also the physical. I mean physical too. I mean, like, superconductivity happens when we're in full conscious awareness and we let Shakti, that entire universal pulse, penetrate us. And I've shared it before in another Regenesis transmission, that if a person is going to increase their consciousness, they must also increase their ability to flow more energy through their anatomy. The body must become more superconductive too. Otherwise, like, you know, the yogis know this, like, you have to open up the nadis, the channels, the chakras. Otherwise, density keeps the spin. Chakras literally mean whirling wheels of energy, whirling vortexes, right? So superconductivity actually is very much this key. If we understand that the whole universe is a path of liberation, like we just felt into, it's just a vast arena for our endless play. It's a hologram that we're either trapped in, like the Matrix movie, or we're utilizing it as the great perfection in rapture, joyous service, in surrender, co-creative delight. Boundless. Like, that has to be true for our bodies as well. It really, if we realize that spirit and matter are not different, right? Mind is infinite. We've just had a sense of that, right? We also know that our hearts have this capacity to open to the infinite. It must also be true that the body is a conductor and vehicle for the infinite, right? This is absolutely essential for becoming a universal human. I really believe that. It's been my understanding and my intense practice to learn for the last 25 years. How do I create vortical spin, superconductivity, electromagnetic intensity in my body, the charge, the voltage, right? The body contains everything, including the universe. The Shiva Shakti is imploding into our being, all the way down into our bones, if we're ready to open, to listen with every cell, to listen, to resonate, to be the sounding board of, right? This is really like my focus all the time now. Like, intentionally, yes, but also like, now it's just more like a spontaneous combustion occurring at times throughout my day, brought on by, could be anything, and brought on by nothing else outside of me. Because the body of the universe is my body, intensely, vibrantly, ecstatically, pulsing, quivering with delight, linking the circuitry of life through my own nervous system, throbbing behind the surface of everything. So let's do a little guided meditation on this. Come into this desiring, quivering readiness to feel this. Okay. Closing the eyes, centering into the whirlwind of self, the vortex of you. Turn your attention inward now to that inner glow. The heart luminous by its own light. Pulsing with subtle flame. Your breath feeding and sparking that flame brighter. Your breath, an elixir of joy, filled with the one desire. The one desire. To combust in the ecstatic, explosive radiance. Let this reverence, this state of wonder, flood your being, fill you up to the top and beyond. Beyond full. Streams of living electricity flowing together from the farthest reaches of the universe into and through your heart. Shimmering energy permeating everywhere within your body. How much can you take before you explode? Explode. Explode outwards, dissolve into space. Infinite energy. Circuits of oneness in the living body. This is the body of substance we call the physical, and the body of light fusing as one. Alchemy of ecstasy. Tickling tantrically your every cell. A torrent of energy, a toroidal flux, vortex of life, unending. I will quote now Sahajananda Bhairava, who's a Shivite tantric master from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He says, he proclaims, taste the limitless, because nothing has been separated out from your own original essence. Spatial consciousness, the great blaze of the heart, inexpressible joy at the core of the real. Everything is freed up in the moment. The heart's essence floods your whole being. The cosmos quivers in your own dwelling place. Your voice resounds in the marrow of each atom. Your gestures and bodily movements flow harmoniously. Ah, this is spatial nakedness. The land of the heart. Mahamudra, the essence of the most secret teachings. May the vast entranceway of the sky open to the infinite. May your joy explode in a flow that nothing can impede. May the infinite light of your body nourish beings in an endless bringing forth of love. The honey of this realization flows in each particle of light. Neither matter nor any beings are deprived of this realization. Sun and moon, rocks and trees, heaven and earth, body and mind do nothing but proclaim this heart vibrating to infinity. When I meet any true luminous being from like any of these travels, these countries that I've been traveling to, one thing is for sure. One thing is for sure. If they're really luminous and we can see each other, they have transcended the reference points of reality embedded in their own culture and their own spiritual tradition as well. I'll guarantee you that. They're also on a journey of becoming a universal human. They are not a Hindu. They are not a Chinese. They are not a person from this village or that one, adhering to the customs and the traditions. They realize also that reference points of their upbringing are narrowing the flow of the infinite through them. And really, these are the only kind of souls I wish to play with. Because these are the beings that keep spinning the vortex. Spinning it. It's like, oh, who am I now? Now, in each country, I've also delved into the beautiful, rich, unique cultures and customs and spiritual traditions, like I would taste fully at a royal banquet, though, right? Ah, they're all me. Yes, so delicious. They are all me. None of them are me. They are all me. None of them are me. Yeah, you see this exquisite tantra of the non-dual nature of the beingness that is the one taste, the one taste. This all-inclusiveness, this ability to see from multiple perceptions, eventually becomes as if seeing through the eyes of every person on the planet, right? Thank God for these 8 billion locuses of perception that we have. If we keep expanding our awareness, they're all a perfect, amazing locus of perception. And so I would like to keep having many of them to taste, to alchemically flicker from one, not even one to the next, but simultaneously, many of them at once. This is also what's going to establish a profound and unconditional tie with all human beings. I mean, it has that purpose or functionality as well. Anybody on the path of becoming, opening to the causal ground of reality is going to see that the more that we do these fluid points of reference, the more we become the witness behind them as well. Who is the one looking out through these eyes right now? I am that. I am that. It's in Tantra, we would say it's the ability to taste and love all of it, but you're not that also. You're the witness behind that. But you're not negating. You're not negating any of them either. You're enjoying the rapture of that taste and that taste. I'd call this moving from particle consciousness to wave consciousness. It's becoming multinodal, right? Simultaneously aware of multiple realms. Again, like I said, this key, it can only be achieved after all the other ones, after transcending the world, after committing to serving the impulse of evolution, after seeing the matrix for what it is. What are the others? After understanding life as an alchemical mystery school experience, after dissolving my own belief systems, and then after experiencing multiple fluid reference points at once. Now we can become a true reality creator. Now you can, of course, you're always a reality creator. You're just doing it subconsciously and unconsciously. You're creating reality like everyone else. Now, if we try to play with reality creation before this, things can go a little sour, because, well, I think this is the nature of the suffering, and this is the nature of when power gets in the wrong hands, and when we want to manipulate reality to our own design. We've got to get to this place where we see the bigger design, and we're just this river, flowing the grand design through us. To play at this level, we have to know with every ounce of our being that we created the dream of this world and this life and all of our other lives, actually. We have to know it with every ounce. And I'll say more about why, because otherwise we will play into the victim reality of something being done to us instead of through us. But here we are, we're refracting our awareness like light through a prism, locating our being in multiple planes and dimensions, and we're beyond death and birth. And time is not the master, and time is certainly not linear. We are reality creators. We chose to incarnate into multiple space-time vectors simultaneously, not just this life, then this life, and this life. Reality is way more intricate and elegant than that. It's happening all simultaneously. It's a whirling mystery, and it's way beyond what we think of space and time. So you kind of like, it's like getting into the helm of the spherical ship and going, okay, I am the one that has created everything. Where would I like to go? It's all here for me. Oh my gosh, it's all here for me. I find a lot of joy in that when I truly realize it's all here for me. What a blessing and what a gift. So the shadow of this, I'm going to read. I focus often on what others think, do, judge, and say about me, believing there is still a someone or something else outside, enforcing its script upon me. Life is still full of tests in which I may pass or fail, producing an arbitrary, slanted view of my worth and my relation with the universe according to the next move I make. Okay, so it's again like the question is, what is my primary victim story that keeps me invested in a certain model of reality? Because that's really how much we're going to actually be freed up to play the game. to be the awakened dreamer and not be stuck in the dream. And we've all had lucid dreams, I think, most of us, right? How about you? What do you do usually when you like become lucid in your actual sleeping dream? First thing I do, literally every single time, is I fly. I'm like, oh my God, I'm infinite. I can do anything. What do I want to do? And it's kind of like the symbolic first thing that the psyche does is fly, because it thought that that was not possible in that other dream where I was sleeping, called regular physical existence, right? Well, when we blend and merge the two, okay, flying may not happen physically, but our soul can fly. Our mind can dream up whatever it wants and go, oh, I'll choose to make this real. Because it's all a figment of my imagination. So that's key 6. And, you know, that one has like infinite shades and layers and gradations of becoming really the awakened dreamer. But it's something that I delight in a lot.